Sure, Colorado Springs has a lot to offer, but if you're looking to get away for a day, here are the 10 best day trips from Colorado Springs. Now, if you're looking for the 10 best hikes within an hour of Colorado Springs, click the link in the corner or check out the video in the description below. If you take Highway 24 just west of Colorado Springs, you run into Buena Vista. This town has pretty much everything you need for the day. You can go floating down the river in a raft, you can go mountain biking, you can have a great burger on Main Street, you can go hiking one of its many 14ers or in the beautiful valleys below. You can drive the scenic vistas found all around. You can go soaking in one of the hot springs, or you can just relax and watch a movie at the drive-in movie theater. Another fun day trip from Colorado Springs is Cripple Creek. Now, most people think of casinos and gambling when they think of Cripple Creek. And, well, yeah, they have that, but the town has more to offer. Like, for example, there's quite a bit of hiking around the area. And if you want to tour some old gold mines, like the Molly Kathleen Gold Mine, that's a fun tour to go underground and check that out. Now for something completely different, going east into the plains from Colorado Springs. I suggest a road trip down Highway 50. There's a little bit of something here for everyone, especially if you're into history. Now, if you're into fresh fruit, especially melons, and depending on the time of the year, I highly suggest stopping in Rocky Ford, where they grow some of the best tasting melons in the United States. Also, a good chunk of Highway 50 follows a part of the Santa Fe Trail, and you're going to see remnants of that as you drive along. It's pretty cool to check out. But near the town of Granada, you're going to find the old Japanese internment camp. That's right, Colorado used to have a Japanese internment camp, and you can stop there and drive around, look at the old buildings, and read about its history and some of the amazing people who were forced to live there. Another good trip would be to check out the South Park area, specifically Alma and Fairplay. Alma is the highest town in America, and around it there are 5 14ers. You can do 4 of those 14ers in one short hike. There's also plenty of valleys in this area that you can explore and go hiking in and check out some ghost towns. Near the town of Como, you can take Boris Pass. You should take a high clearance vehicle over this road. It goes over into Breckenridge, and it is best in the autumn season. Another cool day trip would be Bishop's Castle. Jim Bishop pretty much built this castle on his own over 40 years. Of course, he had a little help from some friends, but it is really cool to check out this castle that he's been working on. You're free to go in and explore this castle and check it out. It's really awesome. Another cool trip down south would be Canon City. The biggest thing to see in this area is the Royal Gorge Bridge. You can walk across the bridge itself, but you could also take a gondola, go zip lining, or even take a train through the gorge itself. It's a really cool park to check out. Also in the area is the popular Skyline Drive. The cool thing about living in Colorado Springs is you're so close to the Sangre de Cristo mountain range. This mountain range is really cool to explore and doesn't have as many people as other mountain ranges in Colorado. The closer part of the range would be the east side, like the West Cliff area. It's pretty void of people, but there are some good hiking and alpine lakes in this area. And of course, if you go to the west side, you're going to find the sand dunes and the town of Crestone, and the great hiking near that town as well, like Willow Creek or North Crestone. And the next great place for a day trip would be Denver. And really, there's a lot to see here, whether you're into the city or you're into nature. For example, there's a few parks in downtown Denver, or the 16th Street Mall, or the Meow Wolf Art Complex. But also, if you're going to the Boulder area, you can check out the Flatirons or see the El Dorado Canyon State Park, which is near the town of Golden. Really a lot to see here. You can't go wrong having a day trip to Denver. By the way, if you want to see the top 10 hikes that you can do around Denver, click the video in the corner above or in the description below. Also, be sure to subscribe and check out my older videos as I make videos about Colorado weekly. I lived in mountain towns for well over a decade, and every year I hike hundreds of miles and drive thousands more, checking out some of the coolest and less known places in Colorado. I even have a map about it down below, but let's get back to it. All right, the next thing to do here is to check out the Rampart Range and north of Colorado Springs here. There are a lot of back roads in the Rampart Range here, so I'm going to point out 2 cool things to do here. One would be to go to Rampart Reservoir. There's a bunch of hiking around the lake and to the lake, and then there's some water activities and fishing and everything you want to do on the reservoir itself. But going farther north, you're going to find the Devil's Head Tower Fire Station. This is a really cool place to check out. I really enjoy this hike, especially as a family. All right, the last trip I'm going to tell you about here would be to go south, all the way south, almost to the border of New Mexico. I'm talking about the Spanish Peaks, Trinidad, Walsenburg area. I really enjoy this area. Twin Peaks is beautiful, and you're going to find those walls around it. Those are really unique, and Trinidad was a cooler city than I thought it would be, and it had a lot of cool history in it. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you got a lot out of it, and be sure to like, comment. It really helps the video out. Subscribe, and I'll see you next week.